Ray Longo Minute here on the Anakin Florian podcast. Conor McGregor, Eddie Alvarez, remarkable performance by McGregor. The fight was not close. Your thoughts on the fight, and if they fought 10 times, I mean, how many times do you think Eddie Alvarez can actually beat this guy? I thought it was a blowout, and I didn't necessarily expect that.
Yeah, based on what we saw, I'm not sure. I mean, I thought McGregor was beautiful. You know, his counter left hand is on fire. You know, he's got great awareness. He's got great timing. He speeds up that punch right when he slips. He brings that thing back pretty fast. I think that's the problem. I mean, the speed, I think, was those punches were coming out of nowhere for Eddie. But yeah, it didn't look good. That definitely didn't look good. I love Eddie Alvarez. I thought he was going to win the fight, but Conor McGregor, man, you got to give it up to the guy. I mean, he's back in his bravado, and his counterpunching is point on, man. Very, very sharp. Just his awareness and the way he pins those punches after he makes you miss is really beautiful to watch. If you're a boxing fan or a stand-up fan, yeah, he's doing a great job. He threw the front kicks in there just enough to stop him from coming forward, and then he made him reach, and then he made him pay. You know, so congrats to that guy. I mean, a fantastic performance. I don't think you could ask for anything better.
Now, Ray, I know how close your camp is with Stephen Wonderboy Thompson and his father, Ray. You guys have sort of aligned yourselves and worked together in the past. I thought Thompson's stock certainly goes up in this majority draw, as does Tyron Woodley's. Your thoughts on the welterweight championship fight and the scorecards and all of that business?
Look, the fight, here's the first thing. I definitely had Wonderboy winning 3-2. So the question comes into the fourth round, do you score it at 10-8? And I think it's fair to say that was a 10-8 round. So I have no problem with a draw. But it was, I did think he had, the second, third, and fifth round, like, easy to score. I thought that was not even a problem. So, again, obviously, I looked at the scorecards. I mean, Crosby had the first round at 10-8, which is freaking ludicrous, and he doesn't score the fourth round at 10-8. So right. They're really going to have to really reevaluate what they're doing with this guy. I think, he gave Misha Tate the first round, which I thought was pretty bad. And how do you not give, like Woodley, again, I mean, the thing I had with the fourth round is Thompson did come back at the end with a flurry, so maybe it negated it. But obviously there was damage done, and nobody's going to argue with 10-8. But I had it 3-2. But they really got to go back and really look at the scoring on what happened in that fight, because I thought it was absolutely horrendous. And, given that the guy's definitely got, a vendetta for me, I mean, he should have never, ever been on that card. How he even, I mean, there were other camps. He had the commission took him off at least 4 or 5 fights. I mean, it's not just me. There's a major problem with this guy, and he doesn't really give a shit,
Right.
But, just look at, I mean, it speaks for itself. I mean, how do you give Woodley a 10-8 in the first round? I mean, I don't know. Not do it in the fourth round. I mean, just explain that to me. I mean, I don't
exactly.
If you would have given him a 10-8 in both rounds, at least it's a better thing. But not to give him the 10-8 in the fourth and to give him a 10-8 in the first is, I mean, there's something wrong. It's just that's pretty blatant. I don't know. I don't know if it's me, but.
No, that's the word for it. It seems blatant, man. I mean, it's indefensible. We've hammered it enough, certainly, today on the show, but I don't know. It's hard to make the argument that someone should keep their job when round 1 somehow can be 10-8 and round 4 cannot be. But
yeah,
it is what it is.
But trust me, I mean, I don't want to get into it on the phone, but it's done on purpose, and it's pretty sad, man. It really is. It's really sad, and I think New York, because they never had an MMA commission. He snuck in there. I mean, I don't even think he should have been licensed in New York, based on the guy publicly disgraced Nick Lumbo on Chael's podcast. The guy's the attorney. I mean, he's the legal counsel for the New Jersey Athletic Commission. I mean, what the character that this guy has demonstrated in the past. I'm not sure people know about it, because that alone with all the stuff that he's done and that's physically out there, the court order against the ring doctor, the slandering of Nick Lembo. I mean, destroyed the guy. And, White Chael would let him do that? I have no clue. And obviously he destroys me, but I couldn't give less of a shit. So, I mean, I almost enjoy it at this point. I really couldn't care. But, I mean, as a public official, you're not even allowed to respond. You know what I mean? So he knows exactly what he's doing. And I think it's just a matter of time till everybody's on the same page with that.